I just have that type of memory that can remember everything.
I've always been super fascinated or intrigued with different walks of life. I've been even more inquisitive about the savant syndrome that gives people extraordinary abilities that cannot be explained. A lot of times these conditions are linked with significant mental disabilities, but I'm not sure if I see it like that. I don't see it as a disability, more like an amazing ability. I mean, I just witnessed this guy on America's Got Talent who is blind. He is diagnosed with severe mental disabilities, who can barely talk, but he has genius music abilities where he can sing and play the piano. We're talking about Kodi Lee. Well, we're going to be talking about him more in this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the whole thing. And we also have someone who has the ability to hold their breath for over 22 minutes underwater. It's insane what the human body is capable of doing. Well, how's it going, YouTube? I'm your host for this one, Landon Do Not Sing, and welcome back to another Most Amazing Top 10 video. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. We are almost at 6 million, and also hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. And in the comment section, tell us what videos you guys want to see next. Maybe you guys want a part 2. Put hashtag we want part 2. And stay tuned to the end of this video because we talk about someone who might be the only one in the world with this mind-blowing condition. Alright, let's get right into this list. This is the top 10 extraordinary people you won't believe actually exist. Well, maybe some of you guys are some of these people. Starting us off at number 10, we have the real-life human Tremont. This right here is Abul Bajender. He suffers from epidermal dysplasia verruciformis, which is an extremely rare recessive hereditary skin disorder associated with the high risk of skin cancer. It is very commonly known as Tremont syndrome. When Abul was just 15 or 16 years old, he noticed some small warts on his knees. He tried some traditional medicine from different areas of Bangladesh, but it kept coming back and it would spread to his hands and feet. Abul was admitted to a medical hospital, and during the year of 2016, he underwent 25 surgeries for the removal of the warts. Doctors were able to remove most of the warts, but just a few years later, it returned and the condition came with a vengeance. The condition had significantly worsened and spread even more. He needed another 5 or 6 operations to get the condition back under control. It's really sad what he went through, and just this past June of this year, he requested that his arms be amputated because the pain was just unbearable. In at number 9, we have an extraordinary man who was able to run 50 triathlons in 50 days in 50 states. That man is James Lawrence from Calgary, Canada. James Lawrence was able to have his own Netflix documentary. It's called Iron Cowboy, and yes, I have watched it. It's really good. It's really inspiring. A triathlon comprises of 2.4 mile swim, 112-mile bike ride, and a 26.2-mile run, which took him on average 14.5 hours to complete. Most people are tired after an 8-hour work shift, never mind moving all the time for 14.5 hours. Most people can't even do a triathlon in their lifetime, but this guy was somehow able to perform 50 of them in 50 days, while only sleeping 4 hours on average. It's incredible what the human body is capable of doing. I run for 20 minutes and I'm in so much pain. Or me just standing here filming this video, it hurts.
This is what we as human beings can actually do.
Whatever trial you're having, it's hard.
There's a finish line to all of this. You've just got to get through today.
It's awesome. Fight.
I highly recommend watching it on Netflix. Again, it's called Iron Cowboy. Very inspiring, and I recommend it. Moving on to a man who injected synthol into his arms. Well, he went on to have the Guinness World Records for the largest upper arms in the world. So it's not even the biggest arms, it's just the upper portion of it. Well, this man is Mustafa Ismail, and he comes in at number 8. He has been injecting oil in his arms for attention. He wanted to have the biggest arms in the world, and you know what? He's getting all the attention that he's ever wanted.
Fast becoming referred to as the human Popeye, Mustafa Ismail from Egypt has just been awarded the Guinness World Record for the largest biceps, measuring in with a circumference of 25.5 inches.
Is this real life right now? Pretty sure his biceps is bigger than my waist. I'm not sure why you would want 31-inch biceps in the first place. On top of injecting himself with oils, he trains his arms for 6 days a week and he eats 6 meals a day. For sure, every day is arm day for him, at least the upper portion of his arm. He advertises that he's been working out since the age of 11 years old, and I don't know if this guy realizes how disproportionate he is and how ridiculous he actually looks.
Weightlifting, the gym, workouts is the only thing that I succeed in, as sports-wise. Yeah, workout. Being in the gym here, it's like the best feeling.
A man who naturally has big arms, and he doesn't inject himself, and his hands are big as well, he comes in at number 7. So this right here is the real life Popeye Jeff Dabe.
I'm Jeff Dabe, also known as the real life Popeye. I was born with the bigger hands, forearms, one leg, and foot. I've been through multiple tests. They can never give me a direct answer what caused it or why.
Well, he's been trying to figure out why his arms and hands are abnormally large, but it seems like no medical doctor can figure it out, and there doesn't seem to be any slowing down in the growth of his arms. Jeff Dabe actually embraced it. He got himself into arm wrestling, and I know it might be weird to admit, but I actually enjoy watching a lot of arm wrestling. My favorite person is Devin Larratt, who's a Canadian legend in the arm wrestling world. I don't think he's the current champ now. He got dethroned. That was a really hard one to watch, but I do get to see Jeff Dabe in a lot of these arm wrestling tournaments that I watch. He's not the strongest person out there, but he's probably one of the most intimidating person out there. Alright, let's move on to number 6. We have a 23-year-old that I've actually admired over the years, and he just sadly went undrafted in the NBA. But you know what? He just got signed with the Boston Celtics. We're talking about Tacko Falls, and I followed his high school career as well. Most people are finding out about him now, I know, because of the NCAA tournaments, and now he's known as the tallest NBA player in history. Well, I'm pretty sure he has to play like a minute of the NBA to be officially known as the tallest NBA player. Well, let me put into perspective how tall this kid is. Boban. Well, Boban's the tallest player in the NBA right now. He's 7'3". Tacko Falls is 7'7". And yes, he is taller than Yao Ming. Tacko Falls' standing reach is 10'3". The NBA net is only 10 feet. So he can dunk a ball while standing up, but he doesn't even have to stand so straight. He can have like a little curvature and still reach it. And if he jumps too high, he's gonna be way too high above the net. He has to like throw the ball way down. Okay, let me put this into more perspective for you guys. The tallest living human right now is only 6 inches taller than Tacko Falls. The tallest person in America right now who I was able to find is only 1 inch taller than Tacko Falls, which is very extraordinary, and I just can't wait to see him play in the NBA. Also, I was able to meet Canada's tallest man. He was 7'7", so I kind of got a grasp on how tall Tacko Falls is. He came to the studio, we filmed some videos. He wasn't able to fit on set, but you know what? Let me give you guys a quick flashback of that. Okay, I think we got to adjust our equipment right now. The camera, I don't think you're on it. Damn. Moving into number 5, we have the world's smallest living woman. This right here is 25-year-old Jyoti Amch, and she measures in at 2 feet 1 inches. Let's put this into perspective for you guys. When babies are born, they're about 18 to 22 inches. Well, Jyoti Amch, she's 2 to 3 inches taller than that. Well, this is because of a very rare condition. She has a genetic disorder called achondroplasia. Jyoti has been a part of many documentaries over her years. She was in Body Shock 2 Foot Tall Teen. She was also a guest participant on Big Boss 6, which is an Indian television show. Also, she was a part of the American Horror Story Freak Show. I think the craziest part about this whole thing is that she only weighs 11 pounds. I mean, how is that even possible?
Jyoti's rules: don't pick her up and treat her like a doll, and try to act normal around her. Born in India, she doesn't speak much English, but fortunately, Jyoti doesn't need to in American Horror Story Freak Show.
Next up, number 4, we have a man who has the worst memory. I thought I was on this list for this one, but it's not me.
No difference in dreams or anything like that, no senses at all. The brain has been totally inactive. No dreams and no thoughts of any kind whatever.
Well, that was Clive Waring, who is a British former musicologist, conductor, and a keyboardist. And he currently suffers from chronic amnesia. He lacks the ability to form new memories, and he only has a 7-second memory. It's really sad, but back in 1985, when Waring was 47 years old, he was struck by a virus that caused massive damage to his brain. Against all the odds, doctors managed to save his life, but he was left with a memory of a baby. But for some reason, his ability to remember how to play music was unaffected.
Clive
Clive Waring has one of the worst cases of amnesia in the world.
But when he played the music, he doesn't remember playing it.
Do you feel different when you play music?
I've never heard a note since I've been ill. I don't know what it's like to play music when you're unconscious.
You played us some music about 2 minutes ago.
Not known to me. Totally unknown. I've never heard a note yet.
He was saying he has never even heard of music being played since his accident. So he remembers that he had the accident, but he doesn't remember playing the piano 7 seconds ago. For someone with virtually no memory at all, to a 10-year-old kid that baffles scientists because of his super memory is up next at number 3.
What day of the week was Halloween 2011?
Monday. That one I didn't even have to think about.
New Year's Day 2010?
Friday.
Friday.
I remember that because I was up all night at the Blues game.
That's when Jake was 6. He lives in St. Louis, loves sports, and he is in most respects a typical 10-year-old.
That was Jake Hostler, who has a superior autobiographical memory. He's had this remarkable ability since the age of 8 years old, so all of a sudden it just happened. Researchers have been studying Jake Hostler to understand how he has this ability. It's said that only 6 people in the world has the ability of superior autobiographical memory, where you can remember everything on any given day. There's actually a famous actress who is one of these 6 people, well, including this kid Jake Hostler himself. Well, the actress is Mary Lou Henner. Well, the acting business is pretty good for her because she can memorize any line from just reading it once.
So how does it work? If I throw you a random date, say the 8th of September 1985.
Okay, so I know 8th of September 1985 was a Sunday. It's like 85 all of a sudden kind of lines itself up and it gets completely organized sort of in a timeline way, and I see the whole calendar sort of fall into place.
I think that's insane because I don't even know what day it is today. Number 2, we have Abigail and Brittany Hansel.
Abby and Brittany were born with just one body between them.
My name's Abigail Brad Hensel and Brittany Lee Hensel, and don't you dare say a thing about it.
The only known surviving dicephalous conjoined twins, they've spent their lives in a small, close-knit community.
Their story is unbelievable and very inspiring. They were born just 2 months after me, so they're 29 years old. Well, they are American conjoined twins. They are known as dicephalic conjoined twins, which means their heads are side by side and they share just one torso. Usually when this happens, only one twin can survive. The other twin would be like a stillborn, or they would pass away shortly after birth. But somehow the Hansel twins have been able to live with this condition for the past 29 years, and they have been thriving. They can drive, and they even became school teachers, in which hopefully both of them are being paid and they're not paying them as one person because they're 2 people.
What's it like having a student teacher? Or two student teachers?
It's like Abby is talking to one person and I have a question I can just ask her.
Yeah, so you've done that.
And finally, number 1, we have the girl born with her heart on the outside of her chest. This little girl's name is Vanellope Hope Wilkins. I think that's a great name. She might be the only one in the world with such an extreme condition, so severe.
This is my heart. I'm the only one that has this.
Vasavia was born with a condition called pentalogy of Cantrell.
Vanellope was born in Russia, and Russian doctors told her mom to prepare for the worst because, well, she was born with a very, very rare condition and she won't survive. Her heart was developed on the outside of her body.
When Vasavia was born in Novorossiysk in Russia, doctors warned her mother Dari to prepare for the worst.
Doctors have tried to put her heart back into her body, but she wasn't strong enough and they were having problems with her blood pressure. Also, you guys made it to the end of this video. I just wanted to quickly mention Kodi Lee. He's a contestant right now on America's Got Talent, and I don't know, I think he might win. I'm gonna link to you guys his audition video in the description down below. Go check him out. I've never witnessed something like that before. It's really remarkable. I didn't use him in this video just due to copyright claims from EGTV. We can't use America's Got Talent video clips for you guys, but I wanted you guys to know about it, so go in the description below, watch the video, and tell me what you guys think of Kodi Lee. It's really remarkable. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys all in the next most amazing top 10 video.